another hot take. This is probably the one where people are going to come for us in the comments.
Okay.
There is no such thing as a high value man or high value woman.
Ooh.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Real and Relatable podcast. I'm Ma.
I'm AJ.
And in today's episode, we're going to do something a little fun, kind of, but maybe a little bit angry. I don't know. I guess it depends on what direction we're going to go.
Angry? Oh my God.
Okay.
Maybe very debatable.
Yes. Okay. So we are going to do a bunch of hot takes. So basically, these are going to be like strong opinions that we have about certain topics, which typically are going to be controversial and typically are opinions that not everybody will agree with.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, even us, we probably won't even agree about our viewpoints and our opinions, right?
All right. Okay.
They might be kind of off.
Do you want to go first or should I go first?
We'll take turns. How about that? So
Okay.
you go first.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll start off easy.
Yeah.
Okay. First hot take. I don't think anybody in their 20s should be getting Botox or fillers. I don't believe in preventative Botox. I think that's the most ridiculous thing ever. You're in your 20s, you're still growing into your face, and I will die on the hill of there's no such thing as preventative Botox. Even though I've done it, but I've done it in much later in life.
Yes.
I never did it in my 20s. I never touched my face in my 20s.
I'm going to say, yeah, I have to agree because if I remember myself in my 20s, I had great skin. I think
right?
Yeah, and I felt like I looked really good, even photogenically.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with my look and I wouldn't have done any touch-ups or done anything to change it.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
I feel like now maybe some of the droopage, maybe some of the skin is sagging because your face is changing.
Yes.
I agree. I would do Botox later in life, like in mid-30s and high up, you know?
Yes.
But
now in your 20s, your face should still be pretty snatched.
It's still a baby. It's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fillers just age you. If you look at other people like on the internet, the people that tend to have fillers, and I have had fillers. I mean, you can't see it because I don't know, they were like minimal, but it does age them.
Yeah.
Especially when they overdo it. Some of these people, I think they're like almost 40 and they're not. They're 23 or 24. And I'm like, what?
Looks kind of clownish. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Exaggerated their looks a little bit. Yeah.
Yes. So those are the only things I'm really going to hate on, okay? When it comes to Botox and fillers. If you want to do it later on in life, go for it, boo-boo. Do you.
Yeah.
But in your 20s, let your face settle in.
Yes. Yep. Let us recognize your face.
Yes.
First, right?
Yes.
So staying within the youth component.
Okay.
My hot take is that we should start school later in the day that matches everybody's wake up time. So like 9, 10 a.m. opposed to the 7:30, 8 a.m.
But would you still be doing a 9 to 5? Or is it a 9 to 5 or a 9 to 2 or 3?
Yeah, 9 to 5. I would
That's
say
a really long day.
No, I know it is a long day, but I mean for schools and stuff like that. I think 9 to 5, even though it's later in the day, I feel like if we just wake up later, your face will look younger. You will look younger. You'll feel younger. You feel like you have restful sleep. You know, like I feel like if we were teenagers and we were growing up, I would feel like sleeping in just about like until 8:30, been able to eat breakfast, so watch my favorite cartoons. Boom, I would have a better morning going to
Really?
school. Yeah.
I think it's because I'm a morning person, so I
hate you.
I think getting up early as a child builds good
Character.
good morning habits.
Yeah. But then you were able to enjoy maybe, breakfast and enjoy watching TV.
No.
Would you rather had been cramming school stuff in your head? Would you have been wanting to read material and then talk about it in classes at
7
9?
At 9?
Yeah.
I think it's the same, isn't it?
8:30, 9 a.m.?
Yeah.
Would you?
I mean, the first class typically is like what they call don't they call that what do they call it? Like not the lunch hour, like the happy hour. No, it's not happy hour. It's the extra class that you get in the morning just to wake up.
I never got that. When did you get that?
Study hall.
God. That's in high school. I mean, like elementary, middle school. You went to class, you're learning stuff right away in the morning. It's not like you're having
okay, when you're a kid, you have so much energy, okay?
Nah.
You are up and ready for the day, okay?
No, I was ready to terrorize people. I wasn't ready to grasp any information that I need to or behave.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to disagree with you on that one, okay?
Fine.
So next one are the people that keep using the phrase protecting my peace as a way to not show up, to not be held accountable for their actions, to avoid, I guess, being uncomfortable, and just not be a good friend or a significant other.
Yeah.
I feel like people have weaponized this whole, anytime they don't want to do something or anytime they don't want to be in a tough situation, all of a sudden it's, oh, but I'm keeping my peace. I'm protecting my peace.
Yes.
Shut up.
But aren't those the ones who are also drama prone?
They are the ones that are the drama.
They're full of drama anyways.
Yeah. If anything, I should be keeping my peace from you.
Thank you for reminding me that I want peace and you're full of drama.
Yes. I understand the whole like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Sometimes there are very toxic people out there and maybe you don't want to, maybe you're distancing yourself from them and you are trying to protect your peace.
Yeah.
But if you're being confronted with something because let's say you're a horrible friend and then all of a sudden it's, oh, I don't want to be around her because I'm protecting my peace.
Yeah.
Why? Because she, as a friend, was holding you accountable for something that you did.
Exactly.
I'm like, that's not keeping your peace.
No, it's not.
That's just not being accountable for being a shitty friend.
Yes, I agree. You're not taking accountability in regards to how shitty you are. You're full of drama, you know?
Right.
So maybe you can't take your own drama. And that's probably...
But the thing is that, you know what? You really should have friends that know you so well that are going to challenge you outside of your comfort zone, right? Because if you are just going to continue to live in this, oh, everything's so great, and you have friends that just blow smoke up your ass, how are you even growing as a person?
Yep.
If no one ever tells you like the negative things about you. I hate to use the word the negative things, but they tell you about how all the times you have failed them or they're just telling you the truth of the situation and you can't accept it.
Yeah.
But yet you would prefer the friend who's blowing shit up your ass. It's like,
yeah, you want yes people, right? Instead of people who will check you to help you grow and help you become a better person. You rather pretend that you are that good person. I think that's the facade, right?
that you always want to be the good person.
Yeah. It's not that you want, that you are. And that's why you want the yes people. Because every day you're like, oh, I'm full of bullshit. And they're all like, yes, yes, queen. Yes, king. Yes, that's what you are. And then the ones who are like, oh, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I can't do that. And they're like, yeah, that's true. You can't, but just try. That's more real. You're getting checked about your own limitations, which is real, but then they're also giving you constructive feedback like, well, how can we overcome this? I think that's about growth, about being thoughtful, and then also about like, okay, it helps me build some skills and troubleshooting,
And that's how the world has created people like Jennifer Lopez, who thinks she's like the...
Don't talk about J-Lo. I love J-Lo.
Who thinks she's like the most amazing singer. Look.
I know she knows she doesn't think she's the amazing, but I think she knows that she's a diva and that she has stayed in the game for a long time.
I think she thinks she's like the shit when it comes to singing. I'm not discrediting her. I think she can sing. I think she can carry a tune, but I don't think she is as good as she thinks she is. Does that make sense? Like
Maybe.
she can carry her tone. She's a great entertainer.
Yes.
Like
Great entertainer.
yeah, she's a great entertainer. She's great on stage and everything. But when it comes to vocal skills, it's just not there.
I'm gonna have to agree. I know I love you, J-Lo, but still,
Yeah.
it's not.
But I think
It doesn't hit right sometimes.
But I think she thinks she's right up where like Mariah Carey is in regards to vocals.
No.
So I think that's where the delusion comes in. See, you need friends who are gonna tell you, be like, no, honey, like you are great. You're a good singer.
Entertainer and you can sing.
Yes,
but you're not. You're
let's
not a
stick to
singer.
things that we know.
Yeah, I think Mariah actually can carry a tune and can actually sing and hit notes.
Carry a tune. Mariah Carey can sing.
Yeah, she can sing. But I'm saying she meets all the qualifications of what a real singer is.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And
yes,
she can evoke, like, I feel like feelings and emotions in her music.
Yeah.
You know? J-Lo, I feel like you can't really evoke any emotions out of me in regards to music, but I'll have a good time dancing to your stuff. You
Right.
know? Like,
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
You know,
It's not bad, per
Yeah.
se.
I love your dances.
Yeah, but I'm not going to cry.
But when you sing, oh, no, not really. Okay.
Oh, Lord, oh,
I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Okay. Okay.
no. All right. So, okay, how about this? The pursuit of happiness is overrated. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, because what is happiness?
I feel like, yeah, the pursuit of happiness.
I feel like happiness is like seen as like having money.
Yeah, happiness, I feel like it's something that can stay, right? But I feel like it's fleeting. Happiness is fleeting, you know? It doesn't stay with you like maybe depression and sadness will.
Oh my God. Talking about negative people.
No, I mean, like, you know, like, not to talk bad about like mental health or whatever, you know, because there's people who are really, you know, suffering. But I'm just saying, like, the pursuit of happiness and the thought of that,
Yeah.
it sounds like it's never going to be something you can ever really grab. That's why there's always going to just be the pursuit of it and never the
That's why people are
maintaining it and
never
grabbing it.
satisfied, are never
Yeah.
fulfilled, because they're always trying to fill up this empty cup of happiness that doesn't exist.
Yeah, or yeah, I mean, it exists, but it doesn't stay very long. It's not something that I feel like is going to be consistent, you know? And I think it is okay to feel all sorts of feelings and emotions living this life, you know?
Well, I mean, this generation or the way society's going, everyone's all about embracing your emotions, okay?
Yeah, it's true. The generation we're living in.
Which, you know what? I feel like there's a lot of really too emotional people out there. I don't know if it's just because of the generation we grew up in, and we're just like, we're brought up to be tough and just, you know, take things.
You sound like you're too repressed.
No, I'm not. I think there's just too many emotional
No,
people.
I celebrate the emotions. I celebrate all of it. Okay. I don't think people should be stoic. I don't think people should be holding or repressing their feelings. I think that there is a point where I feel like you should keep your opinions and your feelings to yourself. I agree. You know, because
And what's that point?
it's when it's a little bit too biased, or maybe it's going to be too hurtful for somebody, right? I feel like
You know what? There's just too many damn sensitive people out there. No.
just hold it in, guys.
Yeah.
Hold it in. Don't say anything.
No. We say what you want to say. Just don't get butthurt about it. Okay. That's what it comes down to. Okay.
Oh Lord, you can dish it, but you can't take it.
No,
Is that
I
it?
can. I can take it. That's why I dish it. I was brought up in a family where all we did was dish shit. Okay.
Yeah. So you're a bit tough. Yeah.
If
exactly.
your family doesn't insult you, who will? Okay?
Yeah.
You know, your siblings. If your siblings don't call you ugly once in a while, who will? You know, I mean,
It's true. That's what family love is all about. Tough love, right?
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, that's just how I am outside of my family. And people just can't take it. All right. Next hot take.
Yes.
Okay, this one. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comment for this one.
Okay.
I think that gentle parenting. People should stop gentle parenting.
Why? Tell me all about this. It's interesting.
Okay. And again, this is based on my own experience. I feel like, okay, so there's a difference between acknowledging your child's feelings and teaching them how to, like, understand their feelings and being open to, like, oh yes, you're crying because you're hurt.
Yeah.
And you can help them through that.
Yep.
Versus letting your kid run buck wild everywhere.
Yeah.
But you don't discipline them at all. Because you kind of like those videos you see on TikTok where the kid is like literally slapping the mom and she's like, don't do that, honey. Don't do that, honey. No, you need to smack that kid, okay? You need to smack that kid you need to tell that kid that they can't be smacking people.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, because children, they like when they're so small, they don't know like right from wrong or good or what's good or bad, right? So they're gonna test everything,
exactly.
Right? And so if you don't ever tell them that hitting someone is unacceptable, they're gonna continue to do that.
Yeah.
And that's how you raise all these rotten kids that run around wild, and that's why people are now doing child-free weddings because people don't, because of gentle parenting. People are just so like, oh, it's
let
okay.
them be them. Let them express themselves.
They're just a kid.
Yeah.
Yes, they are just a kid. Like if they throw like a tantrum because let's say they didn't get a candy or whatever. Okay, fine. You're a child. You told them no. They're gonna throw a little tantrum.
Yeah.
Fine, let them throw a little bit of a tantrum. But you know what? If they start throwing the tantrum and they start picking up candy and start chucking it, no. You need to shut that shit down.
Exactly.
Okay.
I agree. Yeah. This past weekend, I was having like dinner with some friends, and we were talking about gentle parenting. And
Were you?
yeah. And the take was that, you know what? People don't really understand what gentle parenting is. And really what they're doing is passive parenting, where they're just allowing their kid to run rampant and saying, oh, just let them experience the world as is, and that's passive parenting. And no. I'm sorry. If you're not teaching your kid how to act appropriately, the world will teach your kid how to act appropriately. And by then, it might be a little too late.
Yeah. They might get their ass whooped in school.
Exactly. And then there you go. Or they might go to jail. There you go,
Or do drugs.
Exactly. And
we're just throwing out extremes. We're throwing out extremes there. They're going to do drugs and go to jail. Just kidding.
All I'm saying is that if you're not going to let them know what authority is, they are not going to expect any authority in the world. Okay. And when they meet authority, they are going to have a hard time.
Those are the ones that don't understand what authority is.
Exactly.
And they're gonna fight the police.
Yep.
They're gonna fight their teacher.
Yeah.
And that's why it has gotten out of control in school.
Exactly.
That's why you have all these kids beating up their teachers.
Yep.
No, they don't know what authority is. They don't know what no is. And I've met a lot of like adults who I recognize that they were passive apparently parented.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand when I say no.
Yeah.
Like they don't know how to comprehend that I said no.
It doesn't register, right? Because it's not in their vocabulary.
Right. Because they keep crying or they'll keep whining or they'll just keep going at it.
Throw their tantrum.
Because they assume that as long as they continue to throw this tantrum, at one point I'm just going to give in and just say yes, go ahead. Whatever,
exactly. Because their parent has been doing that for them for years.
Not me. My answer is always no. But
I will walk away.
Okay, so maybe the hot take isn't gentle parenting. Maybe it's the
passive parenting.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Sorry. And that shouldn't be included in gentle parenting. I'm sorry. You're not doing it correctly. Re-look it up and find out what those are and what the skill set is. Okay?
Yeah.
Get it right, guys.
Google's free. Yeah.
Social media needs to have age restrictions.
It does.
What do you think? Yeah, I agree.
It does already.
It does already.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Oh, if you're on YouTube and your parents can go in and sign it.
No, you have to be like, I forgot what age you have to be. Like, maybe it's 13 or maybe it's 16. It's one of those to sign up for an Instagram or to sign up for TikTok. You have to be 13 or 16.
Well, I don't even mean that young. I mean older.
What? You're talking 21-year-old?
Yes.
What, are we talking about drinking age?
I'm talking about older, either an adult, 18 or older, because I feel like your brain development can't handle the stuff that's being thrown at you for social media. Yeah. I think at 13, 14
you're going to upset a lot of our young audience.
yeah, they need to find something different. I'm sorry. I mean, some of the stuff that we're putting out in regards to social media needs to have an age restriction that's going to be adult age. I don't think your little minds can handle it. Anything younger than that.
Yes and no. I mean, because there's sometimes when I am on social media and I find out like news or like certain news or something like, or let's say like a restaurant was being racist. I found out on social media, not necessarily anywhere else. But I wonder if that applies to kids. Maybe not.
Nah, not at all. Why would they be going to the restaurant by themselves? Putting their parents' money.
You know what? There's a lot of very young social media influencer that got money. Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's probably true, but that's rare. That's a small amount. That's not the normal kids.
Yeah.
If anything, like I feel like the kids should be treated kind of like in Japan, where they can go and roam and do errands by themselves, do everything by themselves without any supervision. And if they get lost, the kids can take other adults can help them and supervise them. And that will keep them busy and not put them on social media. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about a whole change in society, okay? That's like, you're talking about Japan to America, okay? You can't even walk down the street without somebody like harassing you, okay?
Yeah.
So that's a whole
culture change.
Yes. That's not going to happen.
Let's do it though. Let's do it.
All right. Okay. Another hot take. This is probably the one where people are going to come for us in the comments.
Okay.
There is no such thing as a high value man or high value woman.
Ooh, yeah.
I think this has been concocted by I don't know who or when or I don't know who came up with this dumbass phrase or word to boost their ego and say that they're the so much better person than everyone else.
Yeah.
But there's no such thing. You either rich or you poor, okay? There's no high value shit, okay?
I'm just saying, if everybody starts thinking they have high value man or a woman, then isn't everybody just of equal footing at this point?
Because if everyone thinks they're high value,
yes, then we're all trash.
then we're all just mediocre.
Exactly. None of us are of high value at this point.
Yes. So I don't know who came up with that dumbass word. I'm pretty sure it was people I'm thinking of, but whatever.
Yeah.
But there's no such thing as a high value man. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as a high value woman. Okay.
No.
You are who you are. You have good qualities. You have bad qualities. And when you seek a significant other, you find good and bad in each other, and you find what standards and behaviors and values that you're gonna put up with.
Sorry to break all your hearts. We're all mediocre, man.
Yeah.
We got trauma. We got, a lot of drama in our lives.
And then people continue to misuse it. I mean, you be seeing some people that look like they just crawled onto this earth calling themselves high value, whatever. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
you sure about that?
Yeah. Maybe high value to someone else, but not us.
But I think they mistake like high value as like, oh, I have money, but how much?
No, I feel like it's a characteristic thing too, because they feel like high value is not just money, but it's like
I was gonna say I saw on a podcast, forgot what podcast it was, but the guy was like, oh, I'm a high value man because I'm 6 feet, I make over 100,000, I make over 6 figures, or I'm pretty sure he said 100,000 or whatever it is, and I'm like, is that what you think makes you a high value man?
Yeah.
No. Or like, same thing for women. They'll be like, oh, I'm a high value woman because make this much. I do this. It's like,
Yeah,
just
like
stop it, guys. Just stop it. I know you're trying to boost your own ego.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are a great man or woman.
Exactly.
But no, there's no such thing. We need to stop using those stupid ass words.
I agree. Stop using those terms, man. So anyways, about high value man and woman, I would say formal education doesn't make you successful. What do you think about that? Yeah. I feel like, even though
but are you saying that people should or shouldn't get a formal education?
No, I think education can be very beneficial. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a pro education person, academic, everything like that.
Okay.
But it's not the key to success. I feel like, I've had friends that did not go to school and invest in their masters and PhDs and came out winning, I feel like
let's say they got their masters and all of a sudden they're making $300,000 a year.
Yeah. Some of them are still struggling, and they don't feel successful at all, even though
Struggling to pay off their loans.
Exactly. And then the politics and all the climates and cultures that they have to deal with in their schooling and their area of expertise, they have to deal with a lot, and they have to still climb from the entry level and up. And I feel like those that were able to just graduate high school and maybe either get an associate's degree or not even get an associate's degree, got into a job, into a trade, or got into something basic, and worked their way up. They're successful. They're able to build something. They're able to find a skill set that they were really good at, and they're able to kind of work it through in society, and they do really good, do very well,
So I agree, and I agree on some parts.
Okay.
I do get some. I think depending on the field that you're going into, sometimes you don't need like the higher education, right? Mm-hmm. But I will say that even if you did get into, especially in the corporate world, right? So if you get into a corporate job and you started from the bottom and you went up, a degree is still beneficial. Some roles or some companies won't promote you without a degree.
True.
Or won't hire you without a bachelor's degree.
True.
At the minimum, a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
So yes and no.
Yeah.
I agree.
But nowadays, even those that have gotten their MBAs or in their certain high position, they've kind of let it go and quit because they just couldn't take the corporate world.
Yeah.
And they decided to become entrepreneurs and decide to do things on their own, and then they've become successful,
Yes. I think the take I would say on that is that I think the education, like the higher education, should be more focused on like real world experience. I feel like there's a mismatch between education and real world jobs.
I agree. I agree.
Unless you're going in the medical field, then that's different because they do actually teach you things you need to know for the medical field.
Yeah. And you're early on. You're also in practicum where you're
you have to do residency and things like that.
Exactly. So you get to see the real world things that you learn in the books.
Yeah. So I mean, I agree on some parts, not all parts.
Fair.
Yeah. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up here. I feel like we've said enough things to get us a lot of hates in the comments already. So
like, for instance, desserts should be eaten before a meal. Yes, I think that.
No, it's salad. You eat salad before a meal.
No.
And appetizer.
Desserts?
No.
Gotta eat that, and then I can eat my meal. I can eat very little. I've got my dessert. It's delicious.
I don't really have a sweet tooth. So I'm not. I love cookies and ice cream and things like that, but it should still come after a meal. So I disagree with you on that one too. Okay.
All right. We'll close out on this.
Yes. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know some of your hot takes in the comments. Feel free to drop your comments below about any of our hot takes because I'm sure you will already. But we'll see you in another episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.